Remember, we're doing this for tips. The first comedian coming to the stage is probably my favorite local comedian. So let's put your hands together for Ian James Milheim.
Everything is great, everything is grand, the whole wide world in the palm of my hand.
Everything's perfect, it's falling into place. I can't seem to
How's it going? Happy to be here. My name, as was stipulated earlier, is in fact Ian James Milheim. You can call me Ian, or you can wait a few minutes, get to know me, and you'll have a slew of other new and exciting names to disparage me with. Some things that might pop into your head to call me, just low-hanging fruit. I don't know, Andy Dick Bliss, something along those lines. The hetero twink, that comes here and there. I didn't know there was a bastard child of Kirk Douglas and Templeton the Rat. Very popular. I put on some weight in the past year, but before that I was known as a walking microaggression. I've advanced to a walking medium aggression, which is basically similar to people who say all lives matter, and like that year when I wore nothing but FUBU. They said stop. I said I don't want to. I think the closest approximation to me would be when Hank Azaria from The Simpsons is on camera as opposed to a microphone, and they're like, "Do a poo." That weird feeling you get, like, I don't know if he should do a poo. It's good, but it's gonna feel weird for everyone. Or like when Fred Armisen is in anything, and you're like, "Is he that race?" Do I laugh? But that's only if you know me personally, you call me those things. If you know me professionally, I've had a great number of jobs in which I've been called boss, typically by the cool black guy in line while I make a sandwich. Extra salami, boss! You're right, I earned that position. I worked at Jimmy John's for 6 years. 6 fucking years. I had tenure. 6 years, I feel like it really gave me the idea once I got out that shitty jobs should have a term limit. Because you don't know how long you've been there till you leave. It's like if you had a family with no military people in it, no friends in the military, and like 3 years ago you heard the Iraq War is finally technically over, you'd be like, what? I thought that was over a while ago. I thought these were reruns we were watching. No idea. But 6 years. Yeah, 6 years I could have done. 6 years is long enough to train a half-decent child soldier. That's 6 years. 6 years is long enough to realize I might not be getting that bachelor degree, after all. In fact, 6 years is exactly the length of time it took for my dad to realize he doesn't like 6-year-olds. Or older. It's pretty much 0 to 5. It's like the opposite of a Parker Brothers game. You just recommend it. So yeah, okay, 6 years, I realize I've been there a large portion of my adult life. I decided to leave because I peaked professionally. I figured there's no place to go but up, so I tried suicide. Tried isn't really the word for that though, I don't think. Tried sounds like a Panera just opened down the street. Hey man, you tried suicide? Not a fan, I prefer Tim Hortons. But yeah, I attempted that. Did not pan out, as I find painfully obvious. Painfully. And I am now in college, so you take what you can get, you know. Valleys and peaks, chutes and ladders. I realized, having been in school now, when I went back, after high school, took about a year off, you know, to try to figure things out, and then I did that 10 more times in a row. It was a gap decade. Being back now, I'm very happy about, but everyone I'm surrounded by just can't wait to get out and like into the marketplace and everything, do magical things with their degrees, and I'm just like, I just want to just keep me in Shawshank. I do not have the tools. If you could probably tell, I am relatively cynical. That may come from having a interest in like every field where dreams don't come true for a living. Writing, acting, comedy, unemployment benefits, Doesn't happen very often. And, what was I going to say? Oh yeah, so I'm cynical, I am often displeased, and I don't like myself very much. And there is a huge, huge boon to not liking yourself very much. Not a lot of people tell you this, but whenever anyone feels like unloading on you and really taking you down a peg, telling you every single thing that's wrong with you in your life, if you are, and that happens a lot in my line of being alive, if you already don't like yourself, there's not going to be any curveballs there. What's going to happen is they're going to tell you everything they don't like, and then you're going to be like, your response will be the third act denouement of every infomercial, which is, but wait, there's more. You left some stuff off. Double or nothing. I've kind of gotten to a point of cynicism where when anyone tells me their plan, I'm just like, that's not going to happen. Come on. I have too many artist friends. I'm just a dick to them now. Like a friend came over and was like, hey man, I'm going to McDonald's. Do you want anything? Bullshit, McDonald's. Come on. You've been yammering on about this McDonald's life plan for 4 years. You can't pay rent. Your mom's in the hospital. Go visit. Oh, can't afford airfare, can you? All your pets are on fucking amphetamines. Not going to McDonald's. I don't care what they price the apple pie at. The pipe dream. So okay, my hopes and dreams. It's a rough one. I would one day love to put a baby up for adoption. Not mine. Honestly though, I have been talking to my girlfriend a lot lately about kids in the future. And I think I'll be a really good dad. I really do. I'm very patient. I think ahead, like a lot. I already have the anti-drug speech. Like I'll plot it out just so I don't sound like a hypocrite when it gets to that age. And it's just going to be like, look, don't give in to peer pressure. Smoking pot and drinking will not make those kids think you're cool or like you. Nothing is going to make those kids think you're cool or like you. Nobody thinks you're cool or likes you. Half a bowl and 2 shots of Jaeger ain't going to change that, Dumbo. I highly recommend you try that verbatim. It'll drive them in some direction. Drive is important. I took a childhood development course recently. Learned 2 things. 1, doesn't matter how you treat a baby. 2, if Tarzan were anything like a real feral child, those movies would have had vastly different endings. He would not be swinging from vines and skateboarding down tree trunks. He never learned to walk, and if you do that by 6, critical period's a bitch, man. I'm sorry, but you missed your shot. It's not coming up again. Best case scenario, honestly, best case scenario Tarzan, they teach him to rudimentarily repeat the phrase, you, Jane, me, utterly unable to function in society. I also have some jokes about George the Jungle, but hold on, they're exactly the same. I am finally meeting my girlfriend's parents. We've been going out like a year and a half. Love it. Finally meeting them in a month. And I asked her what she recommends I call them, you know, first name, the nomenclature and everything, it kind of comes up. First name basis, Mr. and Mrs. Hope. And I've decided to go against her entire opinion and just walk out on the tarmac, shake his hand, and say, hi, Daddy. Or maybe Big Daddy, whichever's sluttier. I don't know. I think it's a good impression. I also plan on going straight into full son-in-law mode by, after saying, hi, Daddy, I've got a great investment opportunity for you. I don't have the capital. I need you to put a lot of money in, but you can trust me, man. We're family now. It's going to get us off to a really good start. I know that because I connect, you know, unlike you, sir, unlike you, I connect with people. Get it? On a human, on like an atomic level, I connect with people. It's called using a soldering iron. Look it up. Or a hairdryer if you have time and you can handle pain. Okay. Currently at my home, we have 2 kittens. One is named Grendel, one is named Prince Mishkin after the book The Idiot. He is very stupid and bumps into walls. I think it's his eyes. I don't know. Probably some test he could do. But I like having them. I like having cats because it's kind of peaceful. But they can still kind of be a handful and get in your way. I like to have a really nice, relaxing evening. So the other night, I was just sitting on the couch. Everything was quiet. I was at peace, whatever that means. And my cat Grendel walks in, the girl, and just ruins the entire fucking night by looking at me straight in the eye and screaming, "This body is but a conduit. This body is but a..." like 20 fucking times. And I'm squirting her with water, like, get the fuck out of here. I don't care. What am I supposed to do about that? It's not my business. But cats can be a handful. You know what I mean? Alright. Okay, I just thought of another one of my hopes and dreams. I didn't read it, I thought of it. I think it'd be really cool to be a pool boy at some point, because I have never heard of a pool boy in fiction of any kind, in any context, who is not getting laid by every single chick in the house. They are more like hypersexualized for whatever reason than the entire gender of woman is. If a pool boy shows up, he's getting fucked every which way. You can't just have a guy who cares about pH levels and chlorine. That's not cool. We can't have a professional pool boy. Now I understand why my dad was all against an in-ground pool. I thought it was money. He said, we don't have the time, and also not worth it, while staring at my mom. We couldn't go to a fucking hotel pool without him looking at the deep end and calling it Whore's Outing. I'm going to name off a few of my favorite things, because as I said, I'm trying to let you guys get to know me. I am a big fan of the found food genre. My favorite type of wound is a raspberry. My favorite sexual position is ruined. My favorite astrophysicist is Stephen Hawking. His favorite sexual position is sorry I can't. My favorite unit of measurement is yay, like yay high. Because this is exciting, you know, you've got a tape measure all of a sudden, you get to exclaim something, it's fun. Either that or a mother load. I do not like, my least favorite unit of measurement is definitely a father load. And I do not even want to get into fucking grandfather load because it just brings back too much. It all floods back to summers 20 years ago. I was a boy, alright? And it was a nursing home. Oh, Grandpa, these Werthers taste funny. Then you got to strap in for a good old game of gag. I know you don't know what that means. It's an acronym. It stands for Grandpa's Awful Game. It was also an onomatopoeia, I found out many times. My favorite rapper is Jay-Z. On another note, I like Jay-Z because there are a lot of rappers who go like, I'm a cop killer and fuck the police. And Jay-Z actually has a line in a song where he says, I got 5 passports, I'm never going to jail, like a fleeing fucking dictator. I like the line, I think the follow-through is the problem. What is your actual plan here, Jay-Z? Step by step. Okay, hypothetically, Jay-Z, you're in trouble, you're on the run, right? You were driving to the airport. You look a lot like Jay-Z. Problem 1. 2, okay, you get out. You run to the gate, like in Home Alone. You get to the gate, hand the person your passport. They say no. What the fuck now? Are you actually going to reach in your pocket and hand them another passport? Like, are you just going to be fumbling with 4 passports? Oh, hold on, this is the good one. I promise you. It's fucking flawed, Jay-Z. Jesus Christ. What this is going to end up with is Jay-Z, like, trapped and alone in an airport terminal like that movie with Tom Hanks. I feel like it's selfish. Also, how many fucking passports did he get Beyonce and Blue Ivy? Isn't that important to ask? Is there a passport floating around somewhere with the name Becky on it, and under hair color it just says good? Seems plausible to me. I mean, okay, he's trapped, worst case scenario, he's trapped in an airport for the rest of his life. He'll make a go of it. He's a self-starter. Probably start up a Rockaware next to a Brooks Brothers because it's got good foot traffic. Start doing singles about air mall shopping.
My life's a mess. I'm kinda on a slump. But with duty-free shopping, I pay less taxes than Donald Trump. That'll be a big hit. But yeah, thesis statement for that, Jay-Z, if you follow that, you're gonna wind up in an airport. Sorry. Okay, since I've told a lot of you guys a lot of my favorite things, I'm gonna go ahead and end with my biggest fear in life. Bar none. Biggest fear is that I hit a kid with my car. Because I am so awkward around kids, you know what I mean? Like, I don't even know what I do. But I really got you there, buddy. Sorry. I just drive away. I don't even know. Like, it's just one of those situations where there is no right thing to say. And also, I don't like being around kids when I've been drinking, because I feel like they know, so I'd get the fuck out of there right away. Okay, thanks a lot, guys.
It's great. Everything is grand. The whole wide world.